So, we're here then.
Looks like it.
Shall we, Go
on then.
Totally the right time.
Totally the right place.
Totally
Doctor Who.
And this is it. Whoa. Welcome to Totally Doctor Who. I'm Barney.
Yes. And I am Liz. Kind of like the Dr. Rose of CBBC.
Yeah, although we haven't really worked out who's most like who yet, have we?
Oh.
Well, kind of. Anyway, if you just can't get enough of the adventures of the nation's favourite Time Lord, you're in for a treat.
Here on Totally Doctor Who, we are totally dedicated to giving you more of what you like. Yes, much more. Here's just a taster of what's coming up on today's show.
We go behind the scenes with the man himself, David Tennant, to find out how his very first day on set went.
It's in the can, you can't get rid of me now.
Take an exclusive look inside Companion Academy, the only place on the planet allowed to put cadets through their paces, ready for the Doctor.
And we chew the fat with Noel Clarke, alias Mickey Smith, long-suffering boyfriend of Rose Tyler and occasional unwitting hero.
You might be wondering how we could possibly fit all that good stuff into just one show. Well, all I have to say is time and relative dimension in space. And that's not easy to say.
Very impressive. Can I just point out, please, how huge this moment is right now? How big this moment is? I don't think I can contain myself.
Oh, please do. It's bad enough in rehearsals. No one should have to witness that puddle.
Yeah, sorry about that. But it's our first guest. It's the one and only Noel Clarke, a.k.a. Mickey Smith. Hello.
Welcome.
Number one.
To Totally Doctor Who. Sit down, make yourself comfy. It's good to see you.
Ah, it's good to see you.
You may fall asleep while you're there, by the way. It's
Lovely.
comfy as, isn't it? Now, Noel, before we get down to the nitty-gritty, let's take a look at your reaction as the ever-faithful boyfriend of Rose Tyler. Here he is, Mickey Smith.
Wheelie bins,
What's all
Savine,
that?
slime, Santas, it all kicked off in Series 1, but what can we expect from Series 2?
Well, Series 2, we've got loads of major kickage offage. We've got we've got Cybermen coming.
Yeah, we've heard.
Cybermen, man. I mean, like the coolest ever. We have K9.
Yeah. Oh, good.
K9, Sarah Jane, who's like one of the Doctor's old companions from like back in the day. We have loads of stuff going on. It's going to be really, really great.
And what about poor old Mickey? Is he getting a kickage offage as well?
Well, Mickey's actually doing some kickage.
Oh, great.
Yeah,
he is getting cooler.
He's getting cooler, yeah. He gets a bit braver, he gets a bit cooler, and it's a different Mickey. It's the evolution of Mickey, if you will.
So is the Doctor a bit nicer to him this time? Because the old Doctor used to get his name wrong.
What? Or did he? Well, yeah, no, he did call him.
Hang on, you can't do that and then start talking. What do you mean, or did he?
Well, he called him the wrong name a couple of times. But listen, the Doctor is a very clever alien. He's an alien. He's over 900 years old, as we know. He's a very, very clever man. So I'm just going to.
I'm thinking you're an alien. You know what?
Well,
I'm gonna watch.
maybe.
Oh, that's good.
I'm watching that to find out what happens with the name thing. Thomas Burns Scully has sent a question in. Thanks, Thomas. Of all the Doctor Who creatures seen throughout the years, which one would you most want as a pet?
I think, surprisingly, I'd have to say a Slitheen.
After your thing in the kitchen with one? Really?
Yeah, because
They're quite cute, I think.
they are quite cute. They got like a kind of baby face. And if you made friends with one, you could have them hidden in a little human suit, and then you could go out and hang out and stuff like that. And they can be so handy. So handy. You get locked out of your house and you ain't got the spare keys. Pop your arm out.
Unlock the door or just
unlock
crash
the door.
through it?
Exactly.
What about the
Okay.
old gas, though? You don't mind
Yeah,
that,
that's a problem,
obviously.
isn't
You just blame everyone else. That's what we all do anyway, isn't it?
You do.
So if you could time travel for real, where would you go?
Future. Far, far, far distant future. Most definitely.
What do you think it'd be like?
I think it'd be great. I think there'd be flying boats and cars. Well, flying boats and plane, obviously, but
Yeah.
there'll be all sorts of crazy things going on. I would just love it. You know, our clothes would just, you know, get wet and dry and, you know, it'd be brilliant.
Wet and dry clothes thing.
Yeah.
I like that. I'll look out for that one. What do you like best about being on Doctor Who from Oliver?
Oliver. Good question, Oliver. Best thing about being on Doctor Who would have to be being on Doctor Who. And, you know, just getting to work with you know, amazing actors and people like Billy and David and Camille and all the monsters we get to hang around with, and, you know, Cybermen now and all the stuff from season 1. It's just brilliant.
Well, if it's Doctor Who you're into, you're in the right place. Will you stick around for the rest of the show?
I will. Am I invited?
Good,
Of course you are,
know
yeah.
what? We're going to test your Doctor Who knowledge, plus we would like you to take part in the Huru challenge a little bit later.
You're going to test me?
Oh, yes, and we have it on good authority, Noel, that you are going down.
Well, I think your authority's wrong, man. We'll see
Really?
about that, yeah.
Watch this space.
Now, have you ever thought that you'd like to make your very own episodes of Doctor Who? Well, we found 2 budding filmmakers who do just that. From costumes to scripts, from acting to special effects, and even better than that, they invited us down onto the set of their latest epic, The Fatal Fear.
In the middle of the chroma key script.
For 2 years, Tony and Tom have been making Doctor Who movies in their spare time. They write, direct and star in every episode, yet they still find the time to hunt for those important alien costumes.
We get our costumes from various places like charity shops and online shopping, any way you can get them really. And of course, no Doctor Who set would be complete without its very own TARDIS.
On the set of the real Doctor Who, making just one 45-minute episode involves nearly 200 people. It can take anywhere up to a month to film and sometimes have a cast of 200 actors. In fact, getting makeup and costume right can take a massive 8 hours for just one character. But in Tony and Tom's Buckinghamshire back garden, it's just the 2 of them and 8 short filming hours.
We make Doctor Who films because we love the programme and we thought, what would it be like if we were on our own set? So we decided, get a camera and start making our own. No, that's perfect. I think that'll work. Just take my...
With a small budget and an even smaller cast, the lads have to rely on some clever camera trickery.
Most of the scenes we're doing are split screen when it's us talking to ourselves. So what we do is we film us as a doctor and then us as a companions and then mix it together in editing. Now, we had 2 shots in order to do this picture-in-picture effect. We've had to simply overlay both shots. Now, Tom has taken the first image and cropping it to half the size so we can have that footage and the footage of the previous shot both on one shot at one time.
After 2 days filming, Tony and Tom are about to record the final scene in Tom's parents' bedroom. But it won't look like that when they're finished.
A special effect we use today is called chroma key. This involves placing a green screen behind the person who's acting and then replacing the green with a special image, such as this, or this, or one we use today, which is a TARDIS interior. Now we're filming the cliffhanger of the episode with my stepdad Alan as a time god.
Hello.
First is a close-up, isn't it, Tom? Yep, just be about there. Yeah, that's perfect, actually, there. So all you got to do is raise it up and push it out like that.
Using a green screen effect like this is something that Doctor Who uses a lot to create their amazing special effects. The filming's finished, so Tony and Tom's next job is to edit everything together. It takes them about 8 hours. And here's a sneak preview of all their hard work.
You and your companion have disrupted the timeline. For that you must die.
Well, what happens next? It's a cliffhanger.
I guess some of these things we'll just never know, Liz. Hey, I tell you what, though, I bet you know what we're all about, don't you? Yeah, Doctor Who. But that's not all, because Totally is also about you, too.
Yeah, we want to know what Doctor Who inspires you to do, and for this, we've had a special bit of furniture built into the set. This is the Totally filing cabinet. Now, it may look like just a normal old filing cabinet to you, but there is something pretty special about it.
It has a very cool feature. It's bigger on the inside and it appears on the outside. Sound familiar? The only problem is, though, it tends to get a bit messy and things get a bit cluttered. So could you just help me out with this, please, Liz? That's the Sycorax staff there. If you could just take that, thank you. Also, we've got a very scary Santa mask. Do you want that as well?
Scary, yeah.
There you go. I am looking for something. Oh, hang on. There we go. That's what I'm after. This is a picture that's been sent in by Sophie and Natasha Brown. Look what their dad did to the shed. He's turned it into a TARDIS. They're looking very happy with the Daleks stood next to them. They're very brave girls. But how cool is that? We love this sort of stuff.
Yeah,
So...
I love that. But what are you going to
file
file it under? S for Sophie or N for Natasha?
M for marvellous.
Oh,
There we
OK.
go.
I
Lovely.
see. Right, my go. Now, this is making me feel a little bit peckish. Sophie Wadsworth had a birthday. She's aged 9 now, and she got this canine cake. How yummy does that look? What a cool cake, don't you think?
It's tres cool. Do you know what would go nicely with that?
No.
The doctor's favourite. A good old cup of tea. And it just so happens, I've got my mug and my pot.
Well, I think we should wish Sophie happy birthday as well. But
Happy
what we're going to
birthday.
file that under?
B.
B. Barking mad, right?
Yeah, you should get the hang of this. Cuppa.
Still to come on today's show, we're totally on location with David Tennant. And meet the cadets who'll battle it out in our companion academy. And there's still more chat from actor Noel Clarke, who'll be revealing the secrets of the Doctor Who set. I know what you're thinking.
You do? Wow. So what do you think a Sycorax smells like?
Not what you're thinking. I don't even want to imagine what goes on in there. No, you're thinking, so when do I get to see some brand new, for your eyes only, never seen before, intimate access behind-the-scenes stuff, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you want it, you got it. It's totally exclusive.
It's another damp day in West London, and the new Doctor, David Tennant, is getting ready to film his very first scene.
You think about all the glamour that goes with the idea of being Doctor Who. The first time he struts out in the middle of a car park in West London, he's wearing middle-aged slippers, pyjamas, and a very fetching fleece dressing gown. The great thing about David is, for him, that's just all part of the magic of Doctor Who.
Magic which also involves programmes sometimes being filmed practically in reverse order.
The logic of shooting, it's almost the end of the episode. So we're having to talk through with the artists everything that's gone on in the episode.
After the big confrontation with the Sycorax, we get zapped back to Earth.
Where are we?
We're just off Bloxham Road.
Well, first of all, we celebrate their demise, and then myself and the Prime Minister have a bit of a standoff because she behaves rather poorly, in my estimation.
That was murder.
That was defence.
But they were leaving.
OK, cue! We're also having to imagine above us a Sycorax ship, so utterly filling the sky and disappearing. So there are elements of CGI going into it as well.
And as the dust finally settles, how does the new Doctor feel after his first day on the job?
It's in the can, you can't get rid of me now.
I've got a feeling there's going to be some aliens that are going to try.
Yeah, me too. Now, the universe of Doctor Who is vast and always expanding. There are exciting new worlds and characters constantly being discovered by the Doctor and Rose. But surely there's no young human mind that can keep up with all there is to know about Doctor Who. I mean, that kind of stretchy, overfilled brain would belong to somebody quite special. A guru, perhaps. Oh no, how about a Huru?
Yep, this is the part of the show that we like to call the Huru. Now, from what you lot have been telling us, you just can't get enough hard Doctor Who fact. So we're going to put that theory to the test in a head-to-head battle of the brains. The winner will be hailed and worshipped as only a Huru should be, but the loser will have to hang their head in shame and sulk for at least a week.
Now, competing this week for the prestigious title of Huru is Karen. She's 13 years old. Now, trying to block her attempts this week is Noel Clarke from London. Now, Noel can bite his own toenails. Be very afraid, Karen.
Now, Karen, how have you been preparing for this challenge?
Oh, just brushing up on absolutely everything there is to know.
Oh, look at that look.
No, what would it mean to you to be crowned the first Huru?
Well, to be the first hero would be spectacular, and I'd be King Clarke. The reign of King Clarke will begin.
You like that title, don't you?
Yeah.
OK, then, and so too the challenge. You're going to be against the clock, because Doctor Who is all about time. You're going to take it in turns to ask each other questions that are Who-related. Karen, you're going to go first. The person at the end with the most points at the end of the time wins the title of Guru, and also something very personal, which you've both brought in. So, Karen, you've got this. What's this?
This is the dragon, which I painted several years ago.
You don't want to give that away, do you?
No.
Because Noel's got to win that off you. OK, Noel, what have you brought in?
I've brought in my very own personal K9 T-shirt that I was given a series to, and it's been everywhere with me, to LA, to Wales, to everywhere. It's the greatest. I don't want to give it away.
Okay.
Right, let's have 90 seconds on the clock. Karen, you will ask the first question. Let's find out who's the Huru.
Whereabouts in London does Rose Tyler live?
Power Estate. Who's from the Silver Devastation?
What did the main villain in The End of the World recently get removed?
Pass. What was Rose's previous boyfriend called?
Mickey. No. John Stone.
No. Jimmy Stone.
Jimmy Stone. When and where was Rose expecting the TARDIS to land in The Unquiet Dead?
Rome, in Italy.
No.
What year do Rose and the Doctor travel to in The Unquiet Dead?
1860.
No, wrong. 1869.
How old would Rose have been if she was still in her old life in the episode Dalek?
30.
No.
Name the general in Aliens of London.
Pass. What is the full name of the creature that controls Satellite 5 in the long game?
The Jagrafess of our pass. What does Mickey say about Captain Jack in Boomtown?
Cheesy.
Yes.
How was the Doctor able to escape from the police in World War III?
Pass. Jabe is from...
Time's up. But you did start the question, so you can finish it, Noel.
Okay.
This will mean that Karen wins if she gets this right.
Okay. Jabe is one of the Forest of Cheam. Name one of the others.
Pass.
Oh, it's a tiebreaker, one each. Okay, we need a tiebreak question now, Liz.
I have got a tiebreak question, okay? The first person to shout out the right answer is the Huru.
Yeah, okay.
Ready? What does the Doctor call the Dalek when he realises it can't work in episode Dalek?
A broken down piece of rubbish and a garbage bin.
Correct.
Oh, no, well done, mate. The first ever Huru. Yes, in, son. Karen, commiserations, I'm afraid, and I'm sorry, but you have to do it. You have to hand over your very lovely dragon to Noel. He won it fair and square.
Thank you so much.
Karen painted that, so look after it.
I will do.
Yeah, it's very nice. And do you know what? You're not going to go away empty-handed because we've got a little CBBC bag for you down here, loaded with Doctor Who goodies. Is that okay?
Yeah, thank you.
You know what? I know how much this dragon means to you, so even though I won it, I'm going to actually say you can keep a nice little dragon, and I'm going to give you my T-shirt as well.
Oh, look at that. That's lovely. Thank you very much, Noel.
Huru.
There you go. That's nice.
We worship you.
Lovely stuff. But you are the official Huru.
Right.
Well done, son.
Thank you.
More Huru next week. Who's it going to be? Now, saving the planet and stopping the destruction of the human race is a full-time job, and one that can't be done alone. Even a Time Lord needs someone to turn to in times of trouble. Take the Doctor. He's had his fair share of companions, hasn't he? He's got Rose Tyler, Captain Jack, and if we're being nice, Mickey Smith. But would you be able to help the Doctor out if he knocked on your front door? Well, that's what we wanted to know. So we're running something here on Totally called Companion Academy.
There are 3 things you need to set up and run a successful Companion Academy. A high-tech, top-secret and strictly confidential studio. A panel of extremely qualified and reasonably good-looking judges. And a carefully selected group of the most dedicated young Doctor Who fans from across the country. Behind this door is where it's all going to happen, and I've been told under no circumstances should I enter. But are you thinking what I'm thinking? What would a true Doctor's companion do in a situation like this? Yes, you've guessed it. We're going in. This is the heart of Companion Academy. In this sparse but beautiful room, our 8 plucky cadets will be tested to the limit. They'll share a few laughs, shed a few tears, and possibly have the adventure of a lifetime. It won't be an easy ride, and throughout their testing, our cadets' every move will be monitored. This is the judging room. In this small, dark, intense space, 3 judges will constantly review the cadets' performance. And as the chosen few make their way through the academy task by task, a specially selected judging panel will decide which cadets cut the mustard and who just can't take the pace. So, Who will decide the fate of the 8? Jeremy Milne is a motivational coach, trained actor, and he's no stranger to academies. Abby Collins is the Doctor Who stunt coordinator. When the going gets tough, Abby gets going. Clayton Hickman is the editor of Doctor Who magazine. He knows more about Time Lords than anyone. The judges and cadets will never meet. That's the way Companion Academy has to be. But rest assured, the judge's decision is final. And so to the most important people in Companion Academy, the cadets. Joe, Jamie, Kyra, Alex, Louise, Adam, Grissy, Billy. Not long from now, our 8 young hopefuls will walk together along this corridor. Then, one by one, they will be dismissed and have to take the long, lonely walk back. So this is where the tour ends. The next time you see this room, you'll be witnessing the beginning of something unique. From 8 to 1, the process begins. No looking back. Companion Academy.
Oh, it's going to be hard work in there, isn't it? All worth it, though, for one very lucky cadet who will graduate and get to spend a day on the set of Doctor Who when they start filming Series 3. How cool is that?
That's really cool.
It's brilliant, isn't it? What's this? Tinsel. That's weird, isn't it? When's Christmas? 8 months, 11 days, 6 hours and 45 minutes, I make it. Do you know anything about this?
No?
Couldn't be something to do with an aggressive tree, could it?
We're back on set for filming of the Doctor Who Christmas special, and Noel, who plays Mickey, is getting ready to face a rather unusual festive foe.
That's a new tree. Where'd you get it? I thought it was you. How can it be me?
The Sycorax sort of possessed our Christmas tree, or a Christmas tree that they've put in to kill us. It starts spinning and blades start spinning, it's coming towards us and trying to kill us.
Oh, you're kidding me.
What I just shot a moment ago was Mickey getting a bit braver than he was last year and holding up a chair to fend off the tree while the ladies escape. He's very gallant now, see. It's a bit weird, especially when all you're trying to do is concentrate on being Mickey and juddering and being scared.
The alien Christmas tree is going to be put in later with a computer, so the chair Mickey's holding has been rigged with explosives to break the legs off at just the right moment.
On the CGI, it will look a lot scarier than it actually looks in there, but I guess with the camera behind it, that must look quite scary.
Cut!
It's crazy, you know, it makes me not want to put my Christmas tree up this year.
You know what, you're supposed to look forward to Christmas, aren't you? I'm not so sure now.
Yeah, don't stand by that Christmas tree.
Quite scared. Anyway, one thing I always look forward to is looking into the huge, massive filing cabinet. There's lots of stuff been sent in by you. Thank you very much. What can we see?
There's some brilliant stuff in here. I'm going to have a rummage because I want to show you this. Craig from Fife in Scotland has sent in this picture, and there's a story behind it. He's written a story for Doctor Who all about the fire people, and this is an evil volcano, and basically they have hot orange skin with fire running through their veins. It sounds gruesome, but it's a great story. Thanks
what
for
a great
that,
Doctor
Craig.
Who baddie as well. Thanks, Craig. We'll roughly do this side. You go that end, I'll go this.
Love this filing cabinet.
It's great.
Never know what you're going to find.
Well, I've just found a picture, and it says on the back here that Emma, Tom and their dad made this Dalek. Lovely stuff, so that Tom can hide inside it and scare his grandma when she comes round. Go on, Tom. Hey, Liz. What are you up to?
Catching up with the first TARDIS, you know, the mini kind of Doctor Who scene that you get on your mobile.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's a taster of the next episode of Doctor Who.
In that case, I'm guessing you won't want to see what's on here.
It's not, is it?
What, the first ever episode of the brand new series that no one's seen before?
It's empty.
It's in the player. Roll it!
You got everything? I've got everything, don't worry. Be careful. And you'll have to call Mo about that. Oh, never mind, Mo. Okay, I'm going now. I love you. Love you.
you.
Love you.
I love you.
Love you.
Bye.
So where are we going?
Further than we've ever gone before.
Well, that is almost it for the first Totally Doctor Who.
I can't believe we've got to go already. And Noel, you're a busy man, but hopefully not too busy to come and see us again.
No, I would love to.
Lovely. It's been great
That would be
meeting
good.
you,
It's a
so.
shame we just ran out of time.
But we do know somebody who's got all the time in the world, don't we? And then some.
Yes, we do. And we'll be back soon for more Totally. Tune in to Totally and watch the Time Lord performing this spectacular stunt. And things get a little catty on location as we go behind the scenes of Doctor Who's makeup department. Plus, in the studio answering your questions, the man himself, David Tennant. See you in the future.